Okay, I'm going to tell you how the Angelic is made. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about what we do here that makes us different than all the other mattress stores in the country. First off, as you know, we're not just a mattress store. We actually manufacture our own brand of mattresses. We've been doing it for 25 years. And we've learned a lot in that time, and the industry has also changed quite a bit. And one of the biggest changes that we've seen is that mattresses today develop soft spots. And it's a huge problem that very few consumers are aware of. And so we became aware of it a few years ago. We started noticing people replacing their mattresses every 2, 3, or 4 years. Definitely sooner than they planned on it. And so we want to know why, and people had a hard time describing it. They felt like they were sinking in too much. And we're talking about big name brand beds primarily, and off brands, but they weren't Comfort King beds. If they were our beds, they wouldn't be replacing them. We'd be, fixing whatever the problem was. But, most mattress warranties don't really cover much anyway. So a lot of consumers are faced with, they go buy a new mattress, they like it for, the first 30 days, the first 6 months, but then after 2, 3 years, it just doesn't feel the same. And so they call the store, and the store sends somebody over, and they measure it. They measure it for dips. The problem is today's mattresses don't necessarily get dips that you can see. They start losing support much quicker. So the foam will break down, but it doesn't visually break down. It looks fine. So this is a prime example, this mattress right here. This is a big name brand mattress that was slept on for 8 months. And it looks perfectly fine, but with our testing machine, we're able to test the firmness, and by pressing down, the machine presses down and it takes a measurement of how far it sinks in. And this bed developed a 42% soft spot in only 8 months' time. And so that's kind of what this mannequin is showing you here too, is when she's laying in it, the heavier part of your body's in the middle, and that's where your lower back is, sinking in way too much there. But when you get off the bed, it looks perfectly fine. So that's what a soft spot is. You can't see it, but when you lay in the bed, which is the whole point of a bed, you can certainly feel it. So, getting back to why you're watching this video, you want to know about the Angelic, but we want to tell you there's so much more, because the Angelic is a very comfortable bed, especially at the price point it's at. It's very cushy. It's on the softer side of things, but we make it so that it feels good and supportive for at least 10 years. Most other mattresses at the Angelic's price point and the feel of it, the softer type of mattress that the Angelic is, most other beds in that price point are not going to go 10 years. They're going to develop soft spots right in the lower back area. So at Comfort King, we warranty against soft spots. We give you a guarantee that over the life of the bed, you're not going to get more than 20% loss of support in the mattress. So keep that in mind. Now let's go back in the factory and I'll show you what goes into the Angelic. All right, we're in the factory now and we're building an Angelic. I'm going to show you what's inside layer by layer. So we have them all laid out here for you can see, but I'll just kind of explain each layer. So our main coil system's here. It's called the EcoFlex. It's 8-inch tall coil. It's surrounded by 3-inch wide 70 ILD foam rail. It's very firm. I'm pushing down very hard right now. I can barely compress it. So this is for sitting edge. You have a nice firm sitting edge. And that's glued around the perimeter of the coil. Our first layer of comfort is a 1-inch flat foam right here. Our next layer is the Eco Mini coil. And this is a new coil system for us. We've been using something similar, but it was shorter. This one's a full 2.5 inches tall. And that's a really nice addition to the bed because it adds softness while not sacrificing durability or support. See, most beds today are just filled with polyurethane foam. And the problem with that is polyurethane has a shorter life. It's going to develop soft spots quicker than these mini coils will. Also, a mini coil system gets firmer the more you compress it. So it's actively supporting you. The heavier part of your body, your hips are going to sink in more, and it's actually working more to support you. Whereas foam, when you compress it, you just it dies. So that's why we like this system here. We're using this in 8 or 9 of our models right now, so we're using it quite a bit. The last layer to go on the Angelic is the quilt. You can see here, inside here, if you look really close, if we were to cut it open, you'd have some foam and a fiber on the very top. That underneath the fabric is a layer of fiber fill. It's our fire retardant layer. It's also breathable, so it helps prevent sweating. So that's your top of the mattress there. And of course, when we construct it, we'll be gluing all these layers down, particularly on the edges and some in the middle. So if you have a power base and you want to elevate the head of the bed, these layers won't shift around on you. And then the last stage is to tape edge it, and that's to sew it up with our sewing machine here, right here, tape edger. So that's the Angelic, how it's built on the inside. We'll finish up out there. Okay, we're back in the showroom here, looking at the Angelic, and just want to wrap it up for you. We showed you how it's built. I talked a little bit about what makes our beds different and also what makes our company different, that we're standing behind our products for a longer period of time, and we're offering real warranties that cover what matter to you, which is how does the bed feel? How it looks is irrelevant. If a bed looks fine, you know, you're getting up every morning and your mattress looks okay, but it's allowing your lower back to sink in more than 20%, that's not going to be ideal for you. You want a mattress that's going to support you over the life of the bed. And the Angelic comes with a full 10-year warranty. So that's our promise. Now, I would invite you to come in and actually lay on the Angelic. We can tell you how it feels. Like I said, it's a 23 ILD, which makes it a little bit on the softer side, because 30 is medium. Anything over 30 is going to be on the firmer side. So the Angelic's definitely softer. But you really want to come in and look at it, along with our 17 other models that we offer. We really have a great selection here at Comfort King, and we appreciate you watching this. We appreciate you coming in and checking us out in person. Remember, never buy a mattress without laying on it first. And buy local.